in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the latest virtual Elite FPL show with myself, Stevo, previewing, predicting Gameweek 25, which is tomorrow evening, where, of course, Jason will be joined by our very own Mr. Dan Bull. Our former co-host will be joining in for the fun, the laughter, the games, because why not? Simple as it gets, really. Yeah, we're all here to have a bit of fun talking about tomorrow evening's games, where, once again, I'm going to be predicting quite a high-scoring evening. I think yesterday was relatively high-scoring off the top of my head, apart from certain games. I listened, obviously, to Jason's stream this morning. Feels like God knows how long ago, because I genuinely have completely forgotten what the results were. However, I don't forget the one thing that he did, and unfortunately I can't actually access Twitter, annoyingly, but I will be uploading a video, a funny video, regarding the old Mariappa goal. I mean, you can't make it up. Jason seems to have really, really good luck when it comes to his goalkeepers and defenders. Anything else, however, it's not too great for him, I'm afraid. But Mariappa coming in, that's... when I was because I was watching that precise moment, and I was just like, you just can't make this. You can't make it up, because I can't swear. I can't use any other word other than you can't make it up. But yeah, quite an extraordinary evening last night. But we're not here to talk about last night. I'll be able to talk about certain things that happened with my own team and everything, like the Fraser punt that completely failed on me. But I got one less point than Pulisic, so really, thankfully, it wasn't too bad of a risk. But up against Newcastle, come on, 2-0. Nah, mate. Nah. As my mate Marlon does. He won't be watching that, but I'll clip that for him later. So, yes, as per norm, I'll be doing the usual, predicting what I think the scorelines will be, and I'll also give what I think are the best captaincy options, telling you what they did in virtual FPL and what they did in real life. There is one standout option, and I think most of us know what we're going to be doing when it comes to that particular individual, because a certain player got injured last night. But let's just quickly crack on with this predicting. And we first kick off with Watford versus Burnley. Of course, Watford conceding in the last minute. It was McCarthy, wasn't it, that scored the goal? That's a good memory from me. It ended... What did the score end? 3-1 to Watford. Quite the fact that they scored 3 goals tells me a lot. I do notice in this game that when a team's on form, you want to back them. And I'm actually thinking, do you know what? I'm going to change my prediction. I'm going to go with a Watford win here. And I'm going to go 2-1 to Watford. I thought Watford are going to come out on top of Burnley. Burnley seem to be losing their way at the moment. And I believe that, yeah, Watford will come on this 2-1. Norwich versus Bournemouth. I was hearing a lot of talk yesterday from Jason about Pookie. Was it a failed punt and everything? Again, something that I've learned from real FPL is the fact that just stay patient. And for me, the reason why I brought in Pookie was for the upcoming fixtures. He already returned me 2 goals in 1 fixture and 2 bonus points, or 3 bonus points, wasn't it? I'm absolutely amazed that he even got me that. So I'm very, very happy that he got me those 2 goals. He blanked, unfortunately, against West Ham last night. But I think he'll be back to form tomorrow. He's up against Bournemouth. And I believe that Norwich are going to win this. And I think they're going to come out of this 2-1. Mainly because Norwich are pretty good at home, to be fair. And I think that if you are going to be bringing in Pookie, which I've already got, if you are going to be bringing him in, really it should be for the simple fact that he's playing home games. Crystal Palace versus Spurs. You know what? Spurs are absolutely terrible at the moment. Crystal Palace, they seem to be doing all right at home. They are at home. They got a 1-0 victory against Chelsea. However, I do think they're going to win this game. And I think Spurs are there for the taking. And I'm going to go 2-1 to Crystal Palace. Oh, Sheffield United versus Newcastle. That Vardy goal last night was that really, really hurt. I knew it was going to happen. It was so obvious that Vardy was going to score, because the way I've noticed with this game is that the high-performing players, they're guaranteed to get something in every single game, whether it is a goal, whether it's an assist. Take Jimenez is Jimenez is the perfect example. So when Jason was saying last night about owning Jimenez, I instantly said, well, he's going to score. He's going to get you at least a goal in this particular fixture. Okay, he didn't get a goal, he got an assist. But what I have noticed about all consistent performing players in this game is that they will get you some form of attacking returns. And in Sheffield United versus Leicester, or Leicester versus Sheffield United last night, don't get me wrong, that was very, very lucky from Jagielka getting me the goal there. Very, very lucky. In fact, I'm not going to lie, I actually didn't even change my team around last night, apart from just taking Pulisic out and putting in Fraser. I didn't even look at my defence. And when I woke up this morning and put on Jason's stream and everything, and I was like, did I change my defenders around? Damn, no, I didn't. I know I've got triple Sheffield United defence away at Leicester. But ironically, it kind of paid off. An 89th minute for Vardy to score. I mean, that would have absolutely got me right up there in our mini league as well. I'd probably be just about near enough level points on 6th place, and I'd have created a really big gap against, I think it's the Chosen One that I'm above by 1 point. So that triple Sheffield United defence just failing me. But Vardy getting 3 points, I just don't quite understand that. I don't get it. Chelsea versus Man United. Chelsea completely out of form at the moment. Man United out of form at the moment. Two terrible, terrible teams, not playing great, but they can score goals. That is why I'm predicting this is going to be a top scoring 2-2 draw. Arsenal versus Leicester. Tough game to call. 2-1 either way. Probably more in favour of Leicester. Jamie Vardy loves playing against Arsenal. As Jason keeps banging on about, Aubameyang will get his standard goal just like he did last night. Surprise, surprise. Will he get 3 bonus last night? I don't quite, again, understand this bonus system. He scored 1 goal despite the fact that what was the score last night against whoever they were playing? Liverpool, of course. Liverpool. They lost 2-1 to Liverpool, and yet he still got bonus points. I don't quite understand that. But he did, and yeah. And it wasn't Liverpool. I'm looking at the wrong notes here. This is really frustrating. Aston bloody Villa. That's who it was. Aston Villa. Anyway, yeah, he got subbed off, wasn't it? Very, very early, but he'll get his standard goal tomorrow, and I think this is 2-2. I think this has got 2-2 again written all over it, but Arsenal can't seem to score. So actually, I'm probably going in favour of Leicester. So maybe even Jamie Vardy captain. Who knows? Man City versus West Ham. Let's just get on with this, shall we? Get on Kevin De Bruyne or Sterling. 2 players on form at the moment. Captain either one of them, they're going to get you some form of return. FPL defender, very, very unlucky last night. He did captain Sterling, but of course Sterling was taken off early. You may as well keep him. Salah's now out. You may as well just quickly bring him in for the 2 upcoming fixtures. This is a prime fixture for Sterling to return, you'd like to think. And Man City, I think, are going to win this 4-0. Comfortable 4-0 victory. Southampton versus Villa, 2-1. Don't need to go over that. Although Jason is a bit worried about Grealish. Again, do not worry about Grealish. You bring him in for specific fixtures. And I'll quickly scroll down here. Southampton away, Brighton home, Watford, Burnley. Grealish, just keep hold, is what I will say. Just keep hold of Grealish. Because he will get some returns versus them teams that like to concede. So yeah, I think Southampton will win this. I think Danny Ings, maybe people may want to jump on Danny Ings again. Certainly potentially for this fixture. But I think Southampton will win this 2-1. Wolves Everton. I think it's going to be quite a high scoring game actually. I really, really do. But I think Wolves will edge this, and I'm going 3-2 to Wolves. And we finally finish on the game which could be a lot of people's captain choice, which will probably be Mane. It's Brighton versus Liverpool. Liverpool have too much here, and I'm going to go 3-1 to Liverpool, just as they did away at Arsenal. Regarding captaincy, Sterling, Sane, Jimenez and Mane, I think, are the 4 better options to choose. Sterling in virtual FPL versus West Ham got 1 goal, but in real life made 1 appearance versus West Ham, got a hat-trick. That was away from the Etihad. It was at Upton Park, so yeah, 3, a hat-trick to Sterling there. Sane in virtual FPL, 1 assist, obviously in real life unavailable. Jimenez, virtual FPL, 1 goal versus Everton in real life, 1 appearance, 1 goal, 1 goal. And Mane in virtual FPL against Brighton got 1 goal. In real life, played him once and got 0 returns. I'm a bit wondering what I should do with my team. I've got to get rid of Salah for a 2-week punt, sorry. If we bring up the ticker on screen here, it is the usual thing of, do I just do a straight swap to Sterling? West Ham, Bournemouth away, home then away. 2 easy fixtures. Do I potentially bring in a Wolves midfielder? Well, there's no one really to get on apart from Neto. I don't think he's going to replicate what Sterling does. Aston Villa midfielder. Well, I've already got the main man, Grealish. Cantwell's someone that I could consider, but I don't think he'll outperform Sterling. I've already got Salah. Another one is Kevin De Bruyne. Could I bring back Kevin De Bruyne? Of course. Kevin De Bruyne, one of those players in this game where he started being a bit lackluster. Didn't seem to be performing whatsoever. But all of a sudden, he's getting back in form. And again, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it is just a fact that when you see a player performing on form, get him in. And Kevin De Bruyne, if I can find him, there he is there. So I can click on his name. There we are. Last 2, he has got a goal versus United. He got an assist yesterday after blanking. And I think that Kevin De Bruyne could be someone to get on. However, I think from a differential point of view, certainly Sterling is certainly worth looking at, because Sterling seems to be doing really, really well at the moment. As you can see, well, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Since game week 17, he has returned in every single match apart from at home to Man United. His minutes aren't exactly quite 90. He does seem to like playing away. Looking at this data here, it looks like he gets his double-digit returns of late away from home. Admittedly, he got an 11-pointer versus Chelsea, but they like to play open football. West Ham aren't going to be like that. But I think it's certainly worth a punt worth taking, especially if you've already got Sane in your team, like I already do. The question is, do I keep Fraser? I think the simple answer is yes. It was just a punt. It completely backfired. Like I said, versus Bournemouth, I think is absolutely atrocious that Bournemouth couldn't get anything versus Newcastle. Fraser does like to get in with the odd assist here or there. I thought Newcastle was a favourable fixture, and he completely failed miserably. I'll happily take obviously the Sheffield United triple up in defence. I'll happily keep that full stop. Someone asked me yesterday, I think it was Ryan Seashan actually, friend of the show. Ryan was asking, is Jagielka nailed? Well, I was making this point that there's a caveat with Jagielka. If you're going to go with Jagielka, you've got to think that he's not going to start. That's the only downside to Jagielka. He's not a guaranteed starter, but also there's a chance that even if he doesn't start, he could come on. But he ain't going to get your returns if he comes on as a sub. He's not like an attacking midfielder or anything like that. Really, I'm willing to take the risk on playing triple Sheffield United defence against opposition like upcoming next, which is, like I just said, Newcastle at home. You've then got Norwich at home. You'd like to think 2 very good fixtures. I may even, by this point, I could wildcard, I don't know. But I could jump off there at Man City game week 27. Try and build up some funds. There's no price changing, is there? But yeah, I'd certainly be jumping off the triple Sheffield United defence. Certainly. But I think getting Jagielka in at 4.1, if you're willing to take the risk and just put him in your starting team, go for it. I noticed actually that someone in our Game Week 11 mini league, which currently FPL Defender is winning at the moment, and congratulations to him, took a -4 yesterday, 60 points. I mean, Gabriel De Ropp, I don't know what's happened to you, but the Defenders, what was it, a 40-point swing, and now he's 20 points clear of you? I don't know what's going on there, but someone wildcarded yesterday, and I was looking at their team, and I'm thinking, have you been stupidly taking advice from me? Here it is, the chosen one. He wildcarded yesterday. He got 78 points. Matt Ryan in goal, Ward, Alexander-Arnold, Rico. But Connolly would have come on for 2 points, I'm guessing. Soyuncu, so he played a 4-4-2. So Sane, Salah, Mane, all the big hitters here. I was going with a 4-5-1. Wow, okay. He didn't play Jagielka, which is completely understandable. Yeah, it kind of looks like a similar team to what I kind of recommended in the wild card kind of. But no, I'm pretty confident again with Gameweek 25, and the fact that the weekend's coming up very, very soon again. I'm glad that I'll be probably going in with it with just, again, one free transfer. Obviously, the money I'll be saving, I'll be bringing Salah back immediately. But then once people Harry Kane, I'm trying to think when Harry Kane is going to be coming back. Here we are. Let's quickly go on suspensions. Let's find out when Harry Kane's coming back. I think it's quite a while, actually, for Harry Kane to be coming back. Let's just quickly scroll down here if I can see his name somewhere. So Ali's back in game week 31. Harry Kane. I can't even see his name. Is Harry Kane back then, is he? Is Harry Kane back for selection? Ooh. Wow, if Harry Kane's back for selection, then we have got a dilemma on our hands, because we all know that Harry Kane is somebody that you need to jump on. The fixtures, I think he's fixture proof, but then after Crystal Palace and Man United, which I don't think that should worry Harry Kane at all, Everton, West Ham, Bournemouth, Sheffield United, Arsenal, oh, they are beautiful fixtures. And if I just quickly let's just see if Harry Kane is available to pick. He's 10.9, isn't he? Something like that. Let's just see how much Harry Kane is, just for argument's sake. Spurs, just talk amongst yourselves. And if I scroll down here, he's back. He's 10.8. Oh, wait a minute. Wow. Does that mean then that he's dropped down in price? Hasn't he, everybody? Harry Kane's dropped down in price. That means then that this game is literally reflecting, I'm assuming, the same exact data that's happened. Nah, that can't be right. Someone in chat, is Harry Kane cheaper than what he was? Thanks to BNMC and Mohamed Gassim, Kane is back this week. Now that is extremely tempting, especially if I look at Liverpool's fixtures: away, home, away, home, away, home. Okay, we got a typical pattern there. Keeping Mane instead of Salah. Right, I'm gonna have to. Well, as always, I'll have to look over all this. Oh, but that's tempting. Could I, just a pure interest, just for argument's sake, put in Harry Kane ahead of Abraham? And could I get Sterling? No. Okay. Well, I'm going to toy around with that, because I think Harry Kane is an absolute must-have. He is somebody that will be getting double-digit returns no matter what. So there we are. There's Steve-O's tip of the day. Getting in Harry Kane. So there we are, everybody. I think that concludes this afternoon's preview for Game Week 25 for all things virtual FPL. It's a standard line, really. Genuinely, thanks to all that's watched this afternoon. There's no scheduling to this, to be honest with you. It is just quite a state of how I'm feeling. I mean, I wasn't even going to be doing one today. I was going to be doing a morning show, but I couldn't. You know what? I just have no energy at the moment. Work is just... Anybody that's watching this that works in retail, if you want me to do a 3-hour podcast on the politics of retail, let me know and I'll do it as a members video. Brett Mollison, you're probably going to be watching this. You'll probably want that. But yeah, I work in retail, and in this day and age at the moment, it is absolutely savage. You know, Christmas is usually horrific at this time of the year, but during this time that we're in at the moment, no words. Let's just put it there on this. You're taking the mick, basically. But that ain't going to be getting to anybody that cares. So yes, all I will say is thanks everybody for watching this afternoon. Make sure you tune into Jason tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock, where he is joined by special guest Dan. Dan is back. He has picked a virtual FPL team just for the spirit of the game. If you've enjoyed the video, just simply hit the like button. If you're completely brand new around here, enjoy the virtual FPL content myself and Jason bring to you, just simply hit the subscribe button. And of course, join the Discord. We have a menu in there which is specifically dedicated to virtual FPL fans. Go into there, chat with members like Defender, Gabriel the Rob, Harbour Boy, and many, many more that like to talk all things virtual FPL and give you hints, tips, whatever you want to talk about it. Other than that, everybody, all I will say is a good afternoon. I'm going to try and get whatever I can of The Last of the Sun, and I'll see you whenever the next preview will be, which will probably be Saturday, I'm guessing, Friday or Saturday. See you then, everybody.